Okay, hello class. We're going to continue on our topic, work. Now we are going to go and talk about energy. Okay, energy. Eh, G. Okay, dito sa energy, there are two types of energy that we are working on with thermodynamics. We have the first one is what? Potential. Ano na yan? Potential. And number two, the kinetic. Okay. So, sabi niya, if you're going to read your handout, sabi niya, there are two types of energy. Potential energy is the energy that is stored and waiting to be used. And kinetic energy is the energy in movement. So, in short term, potential energy is stored energy. Okay? Stored. Next is your kinetic energy is movement. Moving. Moving energy. Okay. So, let me repeat. You have two types of energy, which is the potential energy and the kinetic energy. Okay, sa potential, the energy is stored energy. And in kinetic, it is moving energy. It is in movement. So, as we go forward, pag-usapan muna natin ang kinetic energy. Okay? Kinetic energy. Okay, kinetic. Okay, kinetic. Now, there are three types of kinetic energy which is used in this thermodynamic field. We have one. That kinetic energy is vibration. Okay, vibration. And then next is rotation. And the last one is translational. Okay, so three types of kinetic energy. We have vibration, rotation, and translational. Okay. It is vibration, kung nagva-vibrate, more of the, yung tawag nito, it is in constant motion but it is oscillating. Mostly, another term for vibration is oscillation, or it is moving in a straight line, tapos parang up and down lang siya. So, it's oscillating. It is linear in motion. Okay? From the word rotation, it is circular in motion. It may be linear. When I say linear is in a straight line. Ang rotation rin is the same, linear motion, but in a straight line. And then, translational, due to motion from one location to another. So, ibig sabihin, it may be vibration, rotation. It's the combination of both. But from, ito naman, meron siyang point A to B. So, anong ibig sabihin nito? Itong dalawang to, itong tatlong to. When you are going to say vibration, ibig sabihin, it is still moving in a linear motion. But, when we say linear motion, it may be in a steady still state. Still state. So, ibig sabihin, if you look at my pen, yung still state na to, this is my pivot point. And when vibration moves, it's in one motion. Ganyan lang siya. Okay? Next is we have your rotation. Okay? When we say rotation, we can say still, this is one in a still state. Meaning to say, nasa isang point lang siya and then it rotates. So ito, circles around. So kung gaganyan, circles around. Okay? And then now, translational. Meaning to say, it might be vibrating or rotating but it goes from point A to point B. So, ibig sabihin, ito yung point A, dito sa point na to, going to this point. So, it may be vibrating like this, going to this direction or in the opposite direction, or rotating from this point going to that point. So that is translational. Now, as we move further, pag-uusapan na natin yung mathematical term niya. Oops, nawalan na ng ink. Math. Okay? Because this is kinetic energy, meaning it is moving. So, there is movement involved. So, we have a mathematical representation of kinetic energy, which is KE is equal to 1/2 multiplied by the mass of the object and the velocity. So, velocity is already involved dahil ito ay moving. Okay? Tandaan nyo po, kinetic energy is moving. So, this one, excuse me, this one, you have your mass and your velocity. Now, let us check the units for each. Okay. Our mass is always at standard SI unit. Okay, let me just move. Mass is equal to kilograms. This is the unit of mass in kilograms. Now, we have your velocity in your physics. This is V, okay? Velocity, small v. So, please don't be confused. Lalagyan ko na lang po siya ng quit. Small v, velocity is equals to meters per second. Okay? Now, if you square that one, pag na-square mo yan, anong mangyayari? This comes out to be meter squared over second squared. Okay, ano pa ang other other representation niya? So you have meter multiplied by meter divided by second squared. Now, if we combine both, so the equation is 1/2. Now, we will substitute our units in this equation. Ito, naka-squared na siya. So, we have kilogram multiplied by meter. Itong gamitin natin, okay? Meter multiplied by meter over squared. Okay, if you could see this one, kilograms, hatiin muna natin yan. So, you have kilograms multiplied by meter divided by second squared. So, ito, very common na sa atin to. Okay? So, this one can be represented in newtons. Newtons. Dahil ang newtons ay kilogram multiplied by meter per second squared. Then, meron ka pang natitirang meter, putting in that equation, meter. So, you can say, okay, as we transfer, kinetic energy, then, in terms of its units is what? Kilograms multiplied by meter per second squared per meter, or multiplied by meter. So, this one is newtons per meter. Or, ano pa yung isa? Kung Newton meter, it is in joules. Or joules, J. So, dito pala, in kinetic energy, our unit is in joules. Newton meter or joules. Okay? Sige. Now, for us to explain this one, magkakaroon tayo ng example. Okay? Example. Okay. Now, before we proceed to the example, magkakaroon muna tayo ng quick break for you to understand yung natutunan natin. So, feel free to review ulit yung video with the definition of terms muna tayo. Okay?